Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've posted a video, but I am so glad to be back. Today I'm going to be doing a language arts curriculum review because if you're anything like me, you are probably doing a bunch of research for curriculums right now and watching a bunch of reviews on curriculum, so I thought this would be a good video to do. There are a few more curriculums that I am planning to review, so stay tuned for those, but the one that I'm doing today is one that I haven't actually heard too much about. We've been homeschooling, well, this year will be our 8th year. And I actually didn't find out about this curriculum until not last year, but the year before that. And then I did some research on it and decided to use it last homeschool year for my grade 3 and 7 student. And we loved it. So I wanted to give some insight on it. So because there isn't a lot of information on it out there, I thought this would be a really great one to review. So the curriculum that I'm going to be talking about today is Climbing to Good English. Sorry about the glare from my window. I hope you can see that all right. It is by School Aid. This curriculum was originally for Amish parochial schools. That is why it only goes up to level 8, as you can see here, and it starts at level 1. So just to give you kind of an idea of what this curriculum is about, I'm going to read a little excerpt from their website. Solid instruction in grammar and writing skills, along with the teaching of methods for research, writing assignments, covering a variety of writing styles, poetry, letter writing, and more. Although graded from 1st through 8th grade, consider these books more as levels, particularly from level 3 and on. By the 8th level, you or your student will have skills at a 12th grade level. Indeed, we have had 11th and 12th grade students study the levels 7 and 8 and been prepared for the college and university English. In fact, we have heard some students even testing out the first year college and university English courses based on the strength of the skill taught in Climbing to Good English. There is no busy work, and the books progress in such a fashion that you arrive at the end with ease and confidence. Use on its own or combine it with the pathway readers. Alright, so I hope I'm still in focus. I knocked my phone over, so hopefully everything is fine. This curriculum is set up to be used 3 to 5 times per week, depending on the grade level. So for grades 1 through 3, I believe it's set up to be done every day, and grades 4 through 8, it is done 3 times a week. One thing I really love about this curriculum is that it requires no prep work. It is open and go, and that is my favorite type of curriculum because when you are teaching multiple grades, it takes a lot of time if you have to prep ahead of time for all your lessons. So I love open and go. That is my favorite. The other thing that I really love about Climbing to Good English is that it is really affordable. Some homeschool curriculums can get so pricey, but I love that this one is not. So just to give you an idea of the pricing, I'm going to read off my notes here. So for the student books, the prices range from $7.97 to $11.97 Canadian. And the teacher's guides for grades 2 to 8 range from $12.97 to $25.97. So grade 1 actually doesn't have a teacher's guide, and grade 7 and 8 have a teacher's guide that is both grades. So this one is $25.97, and it has, like I said, grade 7 and 8 inside of it. So that's really nice. This one is hardcover. All the other ones I believe are soft cover. All right, so now we're gonna jump right into the curriculum. So this is level 4 that I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to read the second paragraph of To the Teacher. It is inside the student book and the teacher book. It'll kind of give you an idea of what to expect for a grade level. So this one is grade 4. So Climbing to Good English 4 is programmed for our one-room schools, most of which do not find the time to have English on a daily basis. Therefore, we have 3 lessons per week, with each unit having 9 lessons, including unit reviews and tests. Unit 1 is a brief review of the basic concept taught in Climbing to Good English 3 and has no test. However, the set of practice sheets provided with each Climbing to Good English 4 Teacher's Edition will enable the teacher to have English daily, which we recommend if at all possible. Permission is hereby given to reproduce the 68 practice sheets on any copy machine, or if you prefer, you may purchase additional ready printed sets for pupils from your school supplier. Answers to the practice sheets are in the Teacher's Edition. So the practice sheets are $4.27 Canadian, and there are 68 pages. So you can order those separately if you want to. I haven't done that in the past, and I don't think that I will be doing that this year either, but if you want to, you do have that option. All right, so let's take a look at the actual pages inside. So first of all, here is the table of contents. I am going to hold it up close here so that if you want to, you can pause it and have a closer look. The scope and sequence for each level is on their website too. So just an idea of what you would get in a grade level, I'm going to just read the titles of the units. So there is warming up, sentences, grammar, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, writing paragraphs, finding information, verbs, letter writing, poems and paragraphs, outlines and reports, improving composition, looking back. That's just kind of an idea of what is going to be covered in the grade 4 one. And now jumping into one of the lessons. So the lessons are very straightforward, to the point. They're black and white. There's no fluff to them really, but they are simple. I love how the lessons progress. It's slowly in just little steps, so it's really easy to retain the information. And I love the reviews that they do consistently, and then the tests. And the tests are right in the book itself, which is so nice because then you don't have to worry about like, where's the test booklet, where's this, and then have like all these other separate books. It's all here. And when there's a lesson that requires writing, they do give you a space to do that within the book. So that is really nice too. Now granted, if your child really likes to write, they might need more space and then you might need a notebook. But we haven't run into that problem yet. And the space that they've given has been sufficient so far. So I'll give you an idea of this space for like a writing lesson. So just past one, right over. So right over here, as you can see, they are going to be writing a letter. And so they are given a decent amount of space here to do so. So most of the pages do not have pictures for this level anyway. Some of them do. So just if that's important to you. So here's another look at another lesson here. So this is lesson 33, learning about possessive nouns. I'm just going to kind of zoom in on it just a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of what the lessons kind of look like. If you are having trouble with getting a proper look just from pausing the screen, let me know. I do have my email address below and I could send you some pictures if that helps you. I will give you a look also at the tests. So like I said, they are at the back of the book. Just trying to find them. I should have put a post-it note in it. So here's one of the tests. It's one page. And the nice thing is that at the bottom of the lesson that is before a test, they do let you know. So here it says, notice, lesson 18, unit 2 test is in the back of the book. So then you know, you can make a little note so that you remember for the next day to do the test in the back. So that is really nice. I've had curriculums not do that, and it is such a pain to try to remember and like make a list of when they're supposed to be doing the tests. So this is really nice. Most of the lessons are 1 to 2 pages, which is perfect in my opinion. I feel like if they're getting too much longer than that, it is just overwhelming. And it's not even that there's like that much work. There's just often like a longer description. So for the younger grades, like grade 3 and 4 anyway, the lessons are 1 to 2 pages. For grade 3, the lessons were all 1 page, and then towards the end of the book, some of them were spilling into more like 2 pages. Some days, not every day. And for the grade 4 one, from what I've seen, most of them are 1 to 2 pages. A lot of them are 2 pages. So for example, lesson 21, choosing the correct form. It starts on this page and then continues on the next page. The other nice thing about only having to do language arts 3 times a week is because it kind of frees up space to do some other stuff with your kids, like incorporate more literature studies and things like that. Or if you have a child like me that really does not like language arts and can find it overwhelming, it is nice to have that little break in between. So that's another thing to consider when you are looking at this curriculum. So now I'm going to show you what the teacher's guide looks like. It looks exactly the same as the student book, the inside and out. The only thing that's different about the teacher's guide is obviously that it's got the answers. So it's got the same lesson, the same like layout and everything. The only thing is it's got the red writing in there with all the answers and some additional teaching notes. That's it. So that's really nice. So I will give you a little look inside the grade 7-8 teacher's guide because I don't have the grade 7 workbook here with me, and the grade 8 book I haven't ordered yet, so I can't give you a look at that, but I can kind of give you an idea of what the lessons look like by looking at the answer key because it's laid out the same way. So the page is broken in half. So the first half is the grade 7 answers, and then the second half of the page is the grade 8 answers. And it does have, like it does tell you which side is which. So this is kind of what a grade 7 or 8 lesson will look like. This lesson was on, what are they learning here? Special problems in pronoun-verb agreement. And here's another one, lesson 71, more conjunctions and interjections. Just to kind of give you an idea of what a lesson like that would look like. And keep in mind this too is the answer key. So in this one, it doesn't have the answers in red. It just has them with black as well, but you can clearly see what the answers are. And I do actually have one extra workbook here. It is level 2, just to kind of give you an idea of what a younger level would look like. Now it does have a lot more pictures, which is nice. And if your child likes to color, they could color all the pictures at the end of each lesson. A lot of phonics work for level 2 here. Let's see if I can give you something a little further down the road here. Okay. So here they are putting things in ABC order and writing sentences using the word given on the side here. So like I said, they progress really nicely and there's a lot of review, and it's a very complete curriculum, I find. They've got a good amount of writing and grammar and everything. It's really, really good. One little caveat I would like to add is that I personally would rather use this curriculum for grades 3 and up, in my opinion, maybe grade 2, because I feel like for the younger grades, you need something more engaging and colorful to get them into it. Maybe if that's not a problem for you or not something that you're worried about, then go ahead with these. These are a great curriculum. They're very thorough. But if your child would maybe have trouble finding it engaging because it's just kind of plain, for the younger grades, one curriculum that I really like is the Abeka Writing and Grammar Language series. And I have level 3 here, which I didn't end up using because I used Climbing to Good English instead. But for like kindergarten to even like grade 2, I really like the Abeka workbooks. And I'll just kind of show you, again, this one is not going to have even as much pictures as the other ones do, because this is like grade 3 now. They seem to cut down on it a little bit at that point. But this will still kind of give you an idea. Like, it's very colorful and bright, and it can just be a little bit more engaging for the younger children. I'm just gonna give you some more examples here. So if that is something that you think would matter for your child, like for the younger grades, I really like this one, and I do plan to do a review on this curriculum. I have used it for multiple grades, and we'll do a review on this eventually too. If that does not matter to you or your child, then Climbing to Good English is a really, really great curriculum. I really like it for grades 3 to 8 and plan to use it for my youngest as well when he gets old enough to use these curriculums. So shipping from their website is actually really affordable as well. It is a flat rate fee of $9 per order anywhere in North America. So I think that's pretty decent. I have not personally ordered from the website because I order from a different homeschool distributor that I order the bulk of my curriculum from. So it didn't really make sense for me to pay a shipping fee to one business and then another shipping fee to another one, because the seller that I order from also does sell this curriculum. So it just made sense for me to just order it all together there. The curriculum was about $1 more from the other provider, but in the end it just made more sense to order there and only pay the one shipping cost rather than two separate ones. So I will leave the website information in the description box below, so you can go there and check out more about this curriculum and check out the pathway readers if that's something that you want to incorporate into your curriculum. Let me know down below if you've ever heard of this curriculum, or if you've used it, or if you're gonna try to use it this year. Let me know, I would love to hear. And like I said, if you have any other questions or if I missed anything, please send me an email or comment down below. I would be happy to answer them. And that's it for today. I'll see you in my next one.